Welcome. Welcome. My name is Drake and this is Touching the Edge. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm really happy to see you today. I'm happy to see you because I'm stepping into the fierceness of what it means to bounce back. Because you have to be fierce. You have to be a warrior to bounce back. This life ain't no joke, or maybe it's just a cosmic joke. I don't know. But what I'm suggesting to you is that you really need to develop a connection to your power to really bounce back. And one of those ways of bouncing back is really to take the advice of a good friend. And one of those good friends to me is the Buddha. You know, when I think about these great teachers or these great individuals, I really see myself as having a personal connection with these individuals. And not in an egocentric way, but in a way that I know that I can get some information directly from them. And so in bouncing back, having that fierceness to not get knocked off track, to not get distracted when things aren't going exactly the way you would like. And one of the most important elements in following the Buddha's advice is his four suggestions. And I want to say to you that these suggestions are advice about bouncing back. And the first of these is compassion. Focusing in compassion today, recognize that compassion is a fierceness. We kind of think of compassion as a soft, gentle thing. And yes, it is gentle in a way. But in order to truly have compassion, in order to have the courage to have compassion when someone is truly troubled, you have to have a strength within you. And so what I'm suggesting is that one of the greatest strengths that you can find within yourself is to have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for yourself, recognizing how challenging this time is. It's easy to be scared, it's easy to be upset, and even easy to begin to be angry with people. But when we have compassion, it softens our relationship to it. But again, it's not a fragile thing. It's like the compassion of a mama bear. You know, when you have that compassion for yourself, for your childhood self, you find that you have greater strength than you would ever have imagined. Think about the strength that you have if you have a child with you. If you're in a burning house, as an example, you're not going to say to this child, oh, we're not going to make it. You're going to find yourself saying things that give that child hope. That is the experience of the strength of compassion. So have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for the trauma of your childhood self. And realize that in having compassion for yourself and your childhood self, you end up becoming the warrior that you were meant to be. So we're going to be going over the other suggestions of the Buddha, the first of which is compassion. So join us again and let's go over each of the four basic elements of the Buddha's advice. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. You know, throughout my life, I always wanted to be of service, and yet I didn't feel like I was good enough. I felt like I tripped over my words too much or whatever it might be. But in having compassion for myself, it gives me the fierceness to be willing to step out and shine into the world. Have compassion for yourself and let's see what you accomplish. I bring my hands together and I bow to you. Thank you, my friend. Namaste.